Peninsula is the globally trusted provider of employment law and HR services, supporting over 75,000 businesses in the UK, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. They offer HR and employment law to small and fast-growing businesses across the country, as well as tax and payroll advice and training. Peter Doan is Group Managing Director and founder of Peninsula. As he looks to launch his latest business venture in Canada, he gives us a personal insight into how he built his empire and why slowing down is never an option.
Okay, so Peter, let's go back to the beginning of Peninsula. It's the early 1980s. You're a successful entrepreneur in Manchester, northwest England, and you decide to set up an employment advice firm business. Why did you do that?
I think it's the classic case of turning a problem into an opportunity. My brother and myself were running a very successful business back in the 80s. We had an employment tribunal. We instructed a lawyer and took and followed his advice to the letter, went through all the dispute with them. When we got to the employment court, we were advised by the lawyer that we should settle the case, and it cost us £4,000 in a settlement.
Which at the time was quite a lot of money.
It was a lot of money, but the situation got worse because then we got a bill about 3 weeks later for another £4,000. We then got approached by a consultant who said, look, if you'd have had my service, you wouldn't have paid any of the legal cost, you wouldn't have paid the awards. We specialise in employment, which the lawyer didn't, and he was a jack of all trades, and that's probably where we went wrong. And we liked that service so much, we bought the business.
Clearly one of your objectives when you set up Peninsula was to differentiate yourself to the traditional law firm and employment advisor. How did you do that?
Our service is very simple but very comprehensive. We install for all our businesses tailor-made contracts of employment that suit their business. Then, and most importantly, we give 24/7, 365 days of the year advice on employment matters. So any dispute in the workplace, one of our clients just needs to pick up the phone and we've got an experienced employment specialist advising them on what they should do and how to try and nip that problem in the bud. Any business is entirely built on its management team. You're only as good as your management. You need to have a happy workforce, you need to have a motivated workforce, and I think the management and the way you manage people is absolutely key. We advise a business on how to treat and how to manage their employees, and it's vitally important. If we get it wrong, we pick up the tab for the dispute, for the award and for the litigation. Generally speaking, a lawyer doesn't specialise, they're doing other things. Our day job is employment, 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 24/7, and that's what we do, that's what we're good at, and that's why we're different than lawyers.
So you're expanding your business into Canada, and obviously that's an exciting time for you, but you know, the legal services employment advice market in Canada is very advanced. So what makes you think there's a gap in the market?
There's no business similar to Peninsula that offers the comprehensive package that we do. So really, with the labour laws, red tape, expensive lawyers, it's really a perfect storm for us.
But it's still a very different market. So what track record do you have in launching businesses overseas?
First of all, we've been in the UK for over 30 years, grown it organically. We moved to Australia 4 years ago. We bought a very small consultancy, had 6 employees and about 100 clients subscribing to a similar type business to Peninsula. We changed the business, remodeled it completely, and today it has over 15,000 clients in 4 years and nearly 1,000 employees, and also is the fastest growing business in Australia. New Zealand, we've done a similar thing. We've been in New Zealand for just over a year now, and we've got nearly 5,000 clients in New Zealand. The same problems as small businesses have in the UK, they have in Australia, they have in New Zealand. So from small beginnings, 6 employees and 50 clients back in '83, we now have over 60,000 clients worldwide, Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, and over 2,500 employees. So, you know, it's been a good ride. So internationally, we've done okay. I've been in Peninsula for 30 years now, and I must say, we've had ups and downs, obviously, but I love every day. And I think that's absolutely key to anybody in business, anybody in work for that matter. If you're not motivated and love what you're doing, do something else. Life's too short to waste it on something that you don't love.
Peter, thanks very much for your time and good luck with the Canada business launch.
Thanks, Nick. Enjoyed it. Cheers.